Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all having a great Saturday. We are still in the book, God is in the Small Stuff. Today's title is Give God Time. And our scripture references Psalm chapter 37, verse 7, and it says, "Be still in the presence of the Lord and wait patiently for him to act." If there is one thing we need in the midst of our busy, loud, and nervous lives, it's the inner peace and quiet and assurance that only God can give. It's the only way to see God's purpose for us, let alone keep our sanity. The thing is, God doesn't yell out and say, "Hey, you're neglecting me. Sit still for a moment so you can hear me." Oh, he is fully capable of getting our attention when we really need it, but you don't have to make it a habit of giving God a reason to chase you down, and he will. Rather than waiting for God to whack you over the head with a spiritual 2x4, wouldn't it be far better to give God some time each day to quietly speak to you? Actually, this is God's preference. Be silent and know that I am God. He says that is in Psalms chapter 46 and verse 10 in the NLT. Being still may be the hardest thing you will ever do, but it may be the most important. Look at it this way. When you give God time, you show him respect. In effort, you're saying, "God, you're important enough to me to set aside time each day. I want you to teach me, and I want to learn." Will God talk to you if you let him? Most definitely. Not in an audible voice, but through our thoughts and emotions. God also talks through his word, the Bible. The Bible is the living word. Remember, the Bible is God's voice to us. The only way to hear it is to read it. The doorway to letting God into the details of our life, into our concerns and dreams, is time. We know this won't be easy. Many other voices will call out for some time and attention, and many of them are worthwhile, but if we want to hear the one voice that will make all the difference in our lives, we'll need to let God in quietly. Ask God to give you the desire to set aside a place and a time for just him. The details of your life will wait. More than that, they'll take on more meaning when you give them over to God. Everything does, guys. Everything takes on more meaning when you just let God be in control and let him in. It's important as Christians to just let him in daily. Read, study, get in the word every single day and talk to him. He wants us to talk to him. Okay, in the small stuff, here's the little tidbits. Make an appointment with God every day and then keep it as if you were keep the appointment like if you were meeting the most important person in the world, because you are. Set aside a designated period of time each day, each week, each month, and each year to focus on him. The advantage of meeting God at the same time every day is that you don't decide when you're going to do it. You already know when you're going to do it. Sometime in the next month, try giving the Lord a day of your life, the entire day. Make moments of stillness, quiet, and solitude part of your daily routine. Rising early to meet the Lord gives you a jump on the day. Meeting God at night enables you to reflect on the day. Either option is good. If you hurry through life without giving God time, this world will seem like a hospital, a place to get sick and die. Oh, isn't that the truth? If you go through life with God, this world will seem like an inn, a place to stay while you're passing through. Buy a book of blank pages and keep a journal. Even if you only write a few words, record your spiritual and personal thoughts and feelings as you give God time each day. Time cannot be controlled. You can control yourself. Depending on your spiritual condition, being alone with God will either be unnerving or invigorating. And both of those are good. I don't want you to think that neither are good, because if you are a new Christian, that unnerving feeling, it eventually becomes invigorating. It's those early steps where you are, you're taking a deeper look and a deeper dive at yourself and trying to be better. And then the last one is the time to find moments of stillness and quiet is when it's the most difficult to do so. So that is today's. And you guys just remember that as a Christian, as a Jesus follower, as a believer, it is our job to spread the good news. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want to hear it, and that's okay. We can't control that, but when we show people in our own actions what he has done for us and what he is doing in our lives, and it kind of rubs off on them. They look at us and they're like, oh, I want that. I want what he has, or I want what she has. I want that life of peace and that life of happiness, and that life of giving, that life of communion, that life of fellowship. All those things are wonderful. So it is our job to, when we're out there in the world, we are not perfect. And I want you to think that that's what I'm trying to say. We are not perfect by any way, shape, or form. We are not perfect, but it is our job to try each day. We can't sit here and claim to be righteous, a Jesus follower, and not try to do better. You know, we can't purposely go out in this world and make a chaotic mess of things and start arguments and start fights. That's not how it works. We may be that person when we become a Christian, but as we grow with Jesus and Yahweh, and as we grow in our spiritual walk, we have to try to do better, and we'll get there. We will get there. He will see to it that we get there. Okay, I love you all. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.